Hello everyone. Now tell me one thing, have you revised vector? Whatever we have done in vectors, have you revised properly? Today we are going to do problems on vectors, but before that we will start discussion of parallelogram a bit, then problems we will start on that basis. Okay, what is parallelogram law? If you remember, previous class we ended on angle between two vectors. That concept was there. That law is for vector addition and it is used for two co-initial vectors. It is used for two co-initial vectors. Now one query will come in mind ki what is co-initial, but its answer is very much in the question itself. Co-initial means two vectors who start from the same point. So we will take two vectors. See, that is the vector A. That is the vector A, right? And here is the vector B. These are the two vectors A and B. And co-initial means they are starting from the same point. So they are starting from the same point. We can say that same point as O. Now see and tell me also, by looking at the diagram, do you think their tails are matching? Their tails are joined? Do you think like this? If yes, then at the tail what is formed? When two vectors are joined at their tails, their angle between vectors is formed. So what we have in this diagram, we have two vectors as well as their angle, the angle between them. Now, law is called parallelogram law. This is a mathematical law, so understand with full focus and full fundamental. This is parallelogram law, so we will make a parallelogram. How we will make it? A vector is there. I will draw another vector but parallel to A. Means if I am shifting this vector parallel to itself, we all know vector does not change when it is shifted parallel to itself. It only changes when rotated. So A parallel to itself, neither magnitude is changing nor direction is changing, means this vector is also A. Same. Similarly, if you are drawing a vector parallel to B here, then this vector is also B, because what you have not changed, direction, magnitude, so these two are equal, so A parallel to A, B parallel to B. Parallelogram law constructed, parallelogram is there. In this parallelogram, see, parallelogram is there. In this parallelogram, vector B is helping you to go from O point to A point. With the help of vector B, you are going from O to A. And again with the help of vector A, you are going from A to B, right? Where you went from O to A with the help of this gentleman, and then you are going from A to B with the help of this gentleman. Now what is the net effect? Net effect means whenever I say net effect, I am talking about vector addition. So what is net effect? Net effect is O to B. And that net effect is called resultant or vector addition. That is the discussion of the previous class. Vector addition means net effect produced by two vectors, three vectors, four vectors. In this question, how many vectors we have? Two co-initial vectors we have. These two co-initial vectors are B vector and A vector. From upward also you will go. A vector is helping, this vector is helping us to go from O to, let's say, C, and B again helping us to go from C to B. What is the net effect? O to C, C to B, net effect is O to B. So that is the resultant, and this resultant value, this is vector addition that we have to find. That is the point that we have to find. How to find it? We will do one construction here. I am elongating, just producing little. This O is there, I am producing it and drawing a perpendicular from B. The foot of perpendicular is D. This OA construction, like we do in maths, we are producing it and drawing a perpendicular from B. That perpendicular is BD. This angle is between A and B, better this angle is theta, and correspondingly the same angle will be here between A and line of B. That angle will be theta. This is called corresponding angle. The inclination here is AB and here is also AB. Same angle will be there. So this angle is theta. The same angle between these two A and B line will be theta. Now, what is the value of AD and what is the value of BD? that is your work. I am giving you 1 minute to tell me this. Helping you with this in right angled triangle. See this triangle, focus on the triangle. In right angled triangle, I am naming the triangle ADB. Right angled triangle ADB. By use of this triangle, you have to tell me the value of AD and value of BD. You must be knowing sine theta, cos theta in right angle triangle. If I am writing sine theta, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and perpendicular is BD beta, hypotenuse is BA. So sine theta is perpendicular. What is perpendicular? BD. What is hypotenuse? This vector, which is A. From here, A will be equal to how much? This will be BD upon A. So what is BD value? We are calculating BD value. What is BD value? BD value is equal to A sine theta, right? Similarly, if you are writing cos theta will be here base is AD and hypotenuse is A. AD upon hypotenuse is A, and from here AD will be A cos theta. So these are the two values in the construction, but our final destination is that is the final thing we want to calculate, the value of OB. Again we will see in right angle triangle. Keep calculating, don't only look at the video. Wherever calculation comes, do the calculation yourself also. Your hand brain coordination should be there. You're calculating, and if you're calculated it, match with my calculation. Keep calculating. In right angle triangle, now please see which right angle triangle I am taking. ODB. In ODB, we will use Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem tells us OB square is equal to OD square plus BD square. That is the Pythagoras theorem. In this Pythagoras theorem, OB, that is C, the diagram O to B, that is the resultant, that is the vector addition, that what we want to calculate. So that OB square is R square, that is the resultant square, vector addition square. And OD is how much? O to D is how much? See the entire base. What is from O to A? O to A is B. And what is from A to D? A to D is A cos theta. So complete this plus this. OA plus AD, that will be how much? B plus A cos theta square, and then see the value of BD. What is BD value? We have just calculated here. That is A square sine square theta. Now square it. B square plus A square cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta plus A square sine square theta. That is the calculation. In this calculation, we all know that cos square theta and sin square theta, their addition is 1. So this will be A square plus B square. Why I am writing A square? Because sin square plus cos square has become 1 plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. I am sure many of you have heard about this formula. I am taking root because R square was there. So only R I want to calculate. Right hand side square root I have taken. But just a brief discussion we made how this formula comes in derivation. That is our A square B square 2AB cos theta. But always keep in mind, this is a very fundamental mistake any kid can do. This is not vector addition, this is magnitude of vector addition. Huge difference. This is not vector addition. Vector addition will be a vector. That vector will have magnitude also, direction also. So have we found vector addition? Answer is no. What we have found? We have found vector addition magnitude, numeric value. So keep in mind always, don't do that mistake after today's discussion. Or when you are writing A plus B, that is different. But whatever you have calculated is not this. You have calculated this magnitude you have calculated, and mod of R, that is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta under root. This is the magnitude. Sir, did we take the angle as sine and cos? So Ronin, we have not taken angle as sine and cos. In this right angle triangle, first we will focus what we want to calculate. I want to calculate BD, I want to calculate AD. BD is the perpendicular. Perpendicular is related to sine, perpendicular hypotenuse. So this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. PH relation is with sine. I took sine theta. And then I wanted to calculate AD. In this right angle triangle, this AD is base. And base hypotenuse relation comes in cos. That's why once I took sine, once I took cos. Two vectors, first read this, used for two co-initial vectors. One vector is A, one vector is B. Co-initial means their tails are matching. When tails matches for two vector, at their tail, angle between vector is defined. Angle between vector is defined, that angle is theta. Now what I did, I wanted to calculate resultant, which is A plus B. To calculate this resultant, I did some construction. Focus on my words, what I am saying. This was your vector B. I have reduced it little up to this point. That point is D. Then draw a perpendicular. This perpendicular made a new triangle. That new triangle is your ADB. Now you have to focus. Where is A? Where is D? Where is B? This is right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, the only known variable, known quantity was this hypotenuse. This was known to us and this value was equal to A. Now what we wanted to calculate? We wanted to calculate BD and we wanted to calculate AD. That we calculated using sine and cos. And then new triangle we have taken ODB. Again focus here, how O, where is D, where is B? This is O, here is D, here is B. In this hypotenuse is OB and also OB was our vector addition. So we have taken Pythagoras theorem. OB square is OD square plus BD square. Put those values and final after calculating this R we got. That is the point whose application we are going to do. So first keep in mind R is a vector resultant when you have two vectors. Listen this word. When you have two vectors and their angle is also known to you. How these are related? How is the vector addition written? A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta under root. Make sure that angle always you take at the tails of two vectors. Don't take any angle that is given in the question. This question, read this question everyone and see what is written and try to use this. You have to use this, just this. I will see what I will see in this question. When this question comes, I am looking at how many vectors. This expression first I will go for. This expression says that A plus B is equal to C. That is the expression given. So two vectors are there. The two vectors are vector A and vector B. And their resultant, their vector addition is C. The resultant is C. We have written in previous slide resultant as R. In this expression, resultant is C. Okay. A is perpendicular to B. If A is perpendicular to B, so that would be A and that would be B. Like this, A perpendicular to B. These are the two vectors A and B. And question says they are perpendicular, means indirectly question has also given us angle between them. So question has given angle. So what we have? We have the two vectors and angle between them. This is all we wanted. So angle between them theta is equal to 90. So resultant C, magnitude of resultant. I told you in previous slide, if this R is not A plus B, R mod is this formula, means R A plus B is not this. When you are saying A square, B square, 2AB cos theta, you are not saying A plus B, you are saying A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. That is magnitude of R, not R. That keep in mind. So in this question, when I am calculating magnitude of C, then it will be C is to directly given A plus B. But I want magnitude of C, and for that I have a formula A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. But in this question, cos theta will be cos 90. And what is cos 90? Cos 90, my dear students, is 0. It means C is equal to A square plus B square under root, or we can write C square equal to A square plus B square, squaring both sides. So that result we got from the data given in this question. Let's see what is required. Question say A is 10. Question says C is 20. Then what is B? What is B? That can be calculated directly from this. C value is 20. Put here. C value is 20. 20 square. A value is given 10. 10 square. And then we have to find B value. B square. What is B square? B square is 400 minus 100. That is 300. Or B will be root of this. Root of this will be 10 root 3. That is the value of B. Understood? Theta given is 90, no beta. Theta is given 90, so cos 90 is 0. So what is left? C square equal to A square plus B square under root. That is left. Now question is also asking us angle of C with A. Please have a look. This we drew as A. That was B. How much B we got? Excuse me, 10 root 3. How much A we got? A value is given in question as 10. Right, and this was C that we drew as C. Now question is asking us angle of C with A. This angle is required. Let's say it is alpha. Angle of C with A. In this, do you have the value of C? Please see the question carefully. Do you have this magnitude C? You have. Do you have this value 10? You have. Now you want this angle. This is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, for alpha, A is base, and for alpha, C is hypotenuse. So base and hypotenuse we have to relate for finding this angle, and that is coming in cos. So cos alpha will be base upon hypotenuse, that is 20. Cos alpha is 1 by 20, so alpha will be 60 degree because cos comes 16 1 by 2. I hope you know this. Okay. Now see this question. First this, then this, then this. 3 parts this question is there. Say this, ask this. At A point, this is 90 degree formed. It is right angle triangle. And in the given question, A is perpendicular to B. That is given that A is perpendicular to B. Perpendicular means what? Right angle. Perpendicular to B. That is given in the question. That is not our task to do. Okay. Graph is not there, beta. That is a diagram. I am explaining the diagram. Banu, diagram I am explaining. There are 2 diagrams. Both I will explain. See carefully. First question says that A is perpendicular to B. A is perpendicular to B. So that is A. That is B. They are perpendicular. Angle between them is 90. And the resultant will be this. That is C. And according to formula, that has to be A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 90, that is written there. Cos 90 value beta will be 0, Bhanu, so it will be A square plus B square under root. That is the first diagram I explained. Second diagram is the same as the first diagram. Just question is asking, read this, angle between C and A. So when question is asking us angle between C and A, angle between C and A, so this is C, this is A, and this is right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, C is hypotenuse, that is written there for you. A is base, so base and hypotenuse are related in cos, so I have calculated this. Just vector is astronaut vector, you are not doing complete intense vector, you are doing vector conceptual discussions. It is being used in every chapter. When you will come to college, very detailed vector again will be there, but these are very, very important conceptual model. They will help you to understand physics. It's very important. This question. Read this question and solve. Venkat, I am waiting for your answer. And all of you, don't let Venkat win. How many vectors are there? Focus for you. Vector A is equal to 4. Vector B is equal to 7. How many vectors we have? 2 vectors we have. That's it. For 2 vectors, just we have discussed today. For 2 vectors, resultant. Parallelogram law. Resultant R square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. But first we will understand what question is asking us. Question is asking which of the following cannot be. We will focus here, cannot be. It means there is some condition ki who can be resultant, which cannot be resultant. There must be some condition, because something cannot be means any number cannot be. So we have to think according to that ki what conditions are there to decide resultant. So see, this resultant is depending on cos theta, which is angle, theta is angle between vectors. If I want maximum value, if we want maximum value, for taking maximum of r, we will take maximum of cos theta. And maximum of cos theta value is 1, and it takes place when theta is equal to 0 degree. Theta 0 means both vectors are parallel, or both vectors are in the same line, like collinear, both are the same thing. This is A, this is B, or this is A, this is B. That is the example of theta equal to 0. When vectors are in the same line, collinear, parallel. When cos theta value maximum is 1, I am putting here. This cos theta I am putting as 1. What I will get? I will get R max is under root A square plus B square plus 2AB, because cos theta to already has become 1. And all of us know that A square, B square, 2AB is A plus B whole square. So that will be written as Babu A plus B whole square, and that root is going, root and square are cancelled, and what is left? A plus B. So what is the maximum value that a resultant vector, resultant of any two vector, can have the maximum value, highest value of their magnitude addition? A magnitude plus B magnitude. A plus B. That is the maximum. More than that is possible? No. That is the maximum, means more than that is not possible. So A is 4, B is 7. So A plus B, that is 4 plus 7, that is 11. That is the maximum range. Beyond this, you cannot have the value, any resultant of 4 and 7. 2 and 3 I am taking. What will be maximum of 2 and 3? 5. Maximum of 4 and 2? 6. Means more than 6 it cannot give. These two vectors cannot give you more than 11. Similarly, we are calculating minimum. And for minimum, if you want, then obviously cos theta minimum value we will put. And cos theta minimum beta is -1. If not good, otherwise know it here. Cos theta has a range of -1 to +1, not less than minus, not more than +1. If I am putting here -1 value for minimum, then I will get A square plus B square minus 2AB under root, because cos theta value we have put -1. And again we know this is A minus B whole square under root. What we are getting, bachcha log? A minus B. So any vector resultant has two values, A plus B as the upper limit, A minus B as a lower limit. These are the two values. Any value you want has to be in this range, A minus B to A plus B. Moreover, one more thing, here one mistake comes. When you are writing A minus B, always write this in magnitude. Magnitude, like here I am writing A is equal to 4, B is equal to 7, this will be -3. So don't write -3, your answer should always be in plus. Minus in vector is opposite direction. You cannot write number of vector minus. Minus is only used for direction in vector. So even if -3 is coming, I will write +3 because I have to write in magnitude. So this question has a minimum value of 3. Less than 3 is not possible. And this question has a maximum value of 11. So 3 to 11 is okay. Less than 3 is not okay. More than 11 is not okay. That way, 3 is okay. 5 is coming between 3 and 11. It can be. 7 is coming between 3 and 11. It can be. But 2 is not between 3 and 11. Minimum is 3. 2 is even lesser than that. So that is not possible. So this question answer is D option. I know many of you have given, but summarize this question, just one line in your mind. Two vectors, minimum value is A minus B, maximum value is A plus B. Any number coming in that range can be vector addition. Less than minimum, more than maximum, not possible. That is one concept we got. Modulus, understand, vector may don't write minus sign with the number. When you are writing minus in a vector, that is for direction. Magnitude calculating, anything you are calculating, numeric value will always be positive. Cos has a graph like this. Cos goes like this. It is going from +1 to -1. It means when I am saying cos -1, it means two vectors are opposite. One is A, one is B, and angle between them is 180 degree. That is anti-parallel. At 180 degree, when theta you will take 180 degree, then cos theta value will be -1. Ready for the next question? This question is very simple one. Read, and again this I want you guys to do. I'm giving you 1 minute. Read this question. Resultant. Slowly read this question. Language to denotion. Make the transition in the question. Take time in this. You need one slight mistake, -5, like number cut. Resultant of two vectors same in magnitude. My vector A magnitude I am taking as x. My vector B magnitude, Babu, I am taking as x. Because my question is saying resultant of two vectors same in magnitude. I have two vectors same in magnitude. Now the resultant is equal to magnitude of the vector, means resultant is also equal to magnitude of vector. So vectors are xx and resultant is also x. All three are same. Then question is asking angle between vector. What is the formula with us? R square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And what is the data given in the question? Have a look. In data, r is equal to x, put x square. A is equal to x, put x square. B is equal to x, put x square. Whatever is given, 2a is x, b is x, cos theta. I have just taken the basic formula and I have put the data into this. After putting this data, what is coming in right hand side? This is coming x square, 2x square. This is x into x, 2x square. And that will be multiplied by cos theta. Here is x square. Now I can cancel here x square because it is coming common in all terms. And then I will left with 1 minus 2 is equal to 2 cos theta. Minus 1 by 2 is cos theta. And from here theta equal to 120 degree. If this 120 you do not know, you don't know this how this 120 came, I'm telling you a very simple trick for this, but that's for that trick also you have to know something. Like if you know cos 60 degree equal to 1 by 2, that I hope many of you are aware. Cos 60 degree equal to 1 by 2. Then if I am writing minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 I know cos 60, but I want minus 1 by 2. Then here I will see what angle is there, 60. I will write cos 180 degree minus 60. Whatever angle is there, subtract that angle from 180 degree, you will get the value. So this will be cos 120 degree, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Suppose I say cos 45 degree is equal to 1 by root 2. That we know. But I want minus 1 by root 2. To get minus 1 by root 2, left hand side, I will subtract the given angle from 180 degree. So that will be cos 180 degree minus, for how this, that in trigonometry you will learn. Just telling you a simple trick. So cos 135 degree is equal to minus 1 by root 2. So in cos, plus value angle you know and minus value angle you want. So the already given plus angle, subtract from 180, you will get the value. Yes. This question understood? This question understood? 120 is the right answer. So 120 if you have got. Yes, I'm not saying you the proper trigonometry method, like it is going in second quadrant and cos is negative. I'm just telling you a very simple trick. I'm focusing on vectors first, not on trigo. The simple trick I got. Okay, chalo. Ready for next? We will solve the next. My name is Abhishek Chaudhary. Okay. Ready for next? 120 you got? Good. And good. Very good. Slowly you will get. As a student, we cannot get everything at one time. But what is more important, our intent. Are we trying to get? That is the first success in every student life. We're trying it. Nobody can stop you. Sooner or later, success will come to you. So always keep trying. Pamper physics, physics will pamper you. If you are not pampering physics, every question, I will solve you. Pampering physics is very, very important. Physics, after some months, it will start pampering you. Next question is this. And that is ABS. Ask what is ABS? This is ABS question. Whoever will solve will get a special prize. ABS is your Abhishek sir special. A special question. ABS question. You will get many ABS. Okay. Now, ABS question, who will solve it? Let's try it. A special prize on this question. Read question, read question, read question, read question. ABS question is in front of you. You are busy in talking. Just try to decode this question first. Solving is secondary. If you are decoding it, what is written, what data is given, that you will tell me. I will take it as a success for you. Whatever is given. Bhanu, you are too good here. Good. This Nilavani, oh wow, yeah. You are also Nikhil. Very good. That's why I say na rockstar crowd. That's for a reason. Okay. Now understand this question. What is given? All of you please try. Sum of magnitude of two vectors is 18. Whose sum? Focus on the question. Whose sum? A plus B. Magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Sum of magnitude is 18. And then second line says magnitude. Whose magnitude? Magnitude of their sum. Their sum we have to write first. A plus B. And that A plus B, their sum magnitude is 12. That is obviously the resultant. These two are the given information. Got it? Then my question says, if the resultant of vector is perpendicular. Now see what is resultant of vector. This was your vector A on the first slide we have discussed, and that was our vector B. And this was the resultant R. What is angle of resultant? Alpha. Angle of resultant focus. Don't focus on angle between A and B. Focus on angle of resultant, because in this question, resultant is perpendicular. Angle is not given for A and B. Angle is given for R. Resultant is perpendicular. This resultant alpha. What will be value of this alpha? This alpha will be perpendicular by base. This perpendicular value, if you remember, we have taken in the first slide as A sin theta, and this total base value, this value we have taken there A cos theta. So tan alpha we all know is perpendicular by base, perpendicular upon base, and here for alpha perpendicular is A sin theta, and total base this is B, and beyond B is A cos theta. That is the angle of resultant. I am showing you in the previous slide also. See, everyone look here. If you will see in this slide, see what is happening. In this C slide, this was your resultant and its angle with this vector was alpha. For this alpha perpendicular is BD. BD value we have calculated A sin theta. For this alpha base is this total. This total value will be B vector plus AD. AD was A cos theta. So what you will write in this diagram? What is tan alpha? Tan alpha is perpendicular. What is perpendicular? A sin theta by B plus A cos theta. Okay. Always memorize this as a trick. And I am telling you the trick. Please listen this. It will help you in solving questions fast. Here we are measuring alpha with which vector? If diagram I am looking at, I am measuring angle alpha with which vector? I am measuring alpha with vector B. So when I am measuring angle of resultant with vector B, I will start writing with vector A, other vector. A sin theta, A cos theta, and that reference vector will be added. If I am asking you in this question what is value of beta, see with what vector I am measuring beta. I am measuring this beta with A. I am measuring with A, so I will start with B. Other vector I will start with. Other vector is B, so I will write B sin theta divided by B cos theta, and the reference vector I will add in the denominator. That will be value of tan beta. This is how angle of resultant is written. But my question says resultant is perpendicular. Angle of resultant is alpha. And if resultant is perpendicular, alpha will be 90. Alpha will be 90, then tan alpha will be infinity. And tan alpha is infinity, then denominator must be equal to 0. That is a cos theta plus b equal to 0. Cos theta equal to minus b by a. That is the angle between vectors when resultant is perpendicular. Even if you know the entire method, the final short trick is very important for solving question quickly. So in this question, again understand as a trick form, this resultant is perpendicular. I have taken angle with b. I have taken angle resultant alpha with b. So I will start with here cos theta is perpendicular to b. So I will write minus b by a. If resultant is perpendicular to a, I will write cos theta is minus a by b. Perpendicular to b minus b by a. That way I will write. So my question here says resultant is perpendicular to one of the vector. Then what is resultant? Resultant is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. But already we have calculated no cos theta. So cos theta value we will put minus b by a under root, and that will be b square minus a square under root. This is the formula of perpendicular resultant. Please see these two formula. I am writing a box. This only you have to use. If resultant beta is perpendicular, then angle between vector is minus a by b perpendicular to a. If perpendicular to b, then minus b by a. And resultant will be under root b square. Here it is perpendicular to a. So that will be b square minus a square. Or even if you will take a square minus b square, you have to take it as a magnitude. So doesn't matter. So these two, this box only we have to keep in mind to solve this question. Now coming back to this question. In this question, please have a look everyone. What is given? Please read this. What is given? Given is a plus b is equal to 18. Already given in question. And resultant value is given 12. Resultant value is 12. But 12 will be under root b square minus a square. If I will square both sides, what I will do? I will square both sides. What I will get? 12 square is equal to b minus a into b plus a, because we know that b square minus a square is b minus a into b plus a. Already b plus a value given as 18. So that is 144. That is b minus a. And b plus a value is given as 18. Got it? Now b plus is 18 here. So what will be b minus a? B minus a value will be 144 divided by 18. And that value will give you 8. Got this? So this is 8. B minus a is 8. B plus a is 18. Just a simple solving. B plus a is 18. B minus is 8. So solve it. If you add it, 2b will be 26, b will be 13 and a will be 5. Many of you have got this already, but I want you, this is the entire derivation that is needed for IP. If you are solving a NEET pattern question, just memorize this box. If resultant is perpendicular, two types of questions will be asked. First question will tell you that resultant is perpendicular. Then angle between two vectors is minus a by b. Here you have to memorize on which resultant is perpendicular. Perpendicular to a minus a by b. Perpendicular to b minus b by a. Right? Numerator will be the vector on which resultant is perpendicular. And resultant value will be under root b square minus a square. These two values we have used here. This was given. This we have used. Solving 13 and 5. See the derivation once. Rather see this in a separate slide. See here. Just 1 minute we will take it. So focus on this. This is A, this is B, and that is the resultant. Everyone focus. Even if you have understood, revise it. Resultant angle is alpha. When I am making the parallelogram, I am drawing vector parallel to A, and then I am drawing here parallel to B. This perpendicular value, since this angle, total angle is theta, this total angle will be theta. This vector is A. In front of A, sine component goes. and base of A cos component goes. That is A sin theta, that is A cos theta. These are the two things. I want to write resultant angle. I am not interested in theta, I am interested in alpha. So I will write tan alpha, and we all know that tan alpha is the perpendicular, which is A sin theta, divided by base. Base will be this total, and this total will be B plus A cos theta, right? This. And here, if my question says ki R is alpha is 90, it means resultant is like this. It is not like this, rather resultant is perpendicular to a given vector. I am saying resultant is perpendicular to B. If resultant is perpendicular to B, obviously second vector will be here, and angle between A and B will be more than 90. That has to be obtuse angle. It is obtuse angle, hence cos theta was coming negative. If I will put alpha equal to 90, this overall value will be infinity, because tan 90 is infinity. A fraction is infinity when the denominator is 0. That will be equal to 0. From here cos theta is minus B by A, and this minus sign shows that angle is obtuse, that it has to be, because resultant will be always between A and B, and resultant itself is at 90, so B will be some other derivation that will be more than 90. Understood? Derivation understood? Chalo. So these were the questions, some questions we have done today. I hope you have enjoyed it. We will see you tomorrow with the next topic in vector. On this topic, this vector addition, solve further questions. Okay? Do some homework also. Chalo, bye bye. God bless. See you tomorrow.
Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well, right? So we will, as we are doing our topic concentration terms, right? So in that we have done 3 terms: weight by weight, weight by volume, and volume by volume, right? So now we started our mole fraction topic, right? So we will cover some questions from mole fraction, and then we will come to the next topic, molarity. Okay, bacha. So we are doing some questions from mole fraction, right? In the last class we ended the class with topic mole fraction. So some more questions we should discuss here of mole fraction, right? I told you what is mole fraction. Mole fraction, assume you want to find the mole fraction of A. What you will do? You will take moles of A divided by total moles, right? Means moles of A or moles of B plus moles of what? C. Or I can say moles of A divided by total moles. Fine. So out of total moles, how much is the fraction? How much is the fraction of moles of A? This is the topic, right? So one question I am giving once again here, the easier one. Please tell me, if I have here 1 mole of CH4 gas, I have here 5 mole of C2H6 beta ethane gas, and I am saying here we are having 5 moles of, I am saying, assume SO2 gas, right? Simple question I am giving first. I have 3 gases in my box, right? So I want to ask you, find the mole fraction of C2H6. Find, bacha, the mole fraction of C2H6. Fast, please. Just for revision. 1 mole CH4, 5 moles of C2H6, and 5 mole of SO2. So tell me the mole fraction of C2H6. Very good. Right. Very good. So we are finding mole fraction of ethane here. So I will say moles of ethane divided by total moles, right? Very right. So I can say from here 5 are the moles of ethane, and total moles how many? 5 plus 5 plus 1. How much coming from here? 5 by 11. Right. Very good. Very right. Now next question I am giving here. Listen to me again. I am giving weight, right? Imagine in this box I am having 360 gram of glucose. I am saying 360 gram of glucose. And here we have, imagine, 180 gram of urea. In this we have 180 gram of urea, right? And I am giving you that molar mass, the molar mass of glucose is 180 gram per mole, right? glucose molar mass 180 gram per mole and urea molar mass bacha is 60 gram per mole. So first you have to find moles, then mole fraction, right? First you have to find moles, then you have to find mole fraction, right bacha? Hint is given to you. Question is same. Find mole fraction bacha. Question is find mole fraction of urea. I am asking here. Find mole fraction of urea. This is our question, right? Find mole fraction of urea. Yes, everyone. Very good. Very good. What we have to do? First, given weight divided by molar weight. Very good. Look at this. How to find moles? We know the formula. How to find which are moles? Mole is what? Given weight by molar weight. Given weight by molar weight, right? Very good. So from here, if I want to find the moles of urea, I want to find the mole of urea. How many? Given weight by molar weight. What is given weight here? 180 gram. The molar weight how much? 60. So how many moles are there? 3 moles. Very good. 3 moles, right? The next thing, I want to find the moles of glucose. How much weight is given? 360. The molar weight how much? 180. How many moles coming? 2. How many moles coming? 2. Right. Very good. Next thing is, our target is to find the mole fraction of urea. So I will say it is what? Moles of urea divided by total moles. Right? What is coming, bacha? 3 moles of urea divided by total moles. How many? 5. Very right answer. 3 by 5. Most of you are doing well. Right. Very good. 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Is bacha right? Very good. So 1 or 2 more question on this and you will be perfect in this topic, right? Is bacha? Now, next I will take. This time be careful. I will give you the molar mass, don't worry, but carefully give the answer. Now, a container contains equal moles of helium, CH4, SO2, right? They are saying container contains equal moles for every, right? Find mole fraction of helium. Find mole fraction of helium. Equal mole. The mole of helium, the mole of CH4, moles of SO2 is what? Same. Moles are same. Very good. Very right. So you can take any moles, but you have to take equal mole for all, right? Right. You will see, bacha, what we have here, equal moles. Imagine I am having 1 mole of helium, I am having 1 mole of CH4, and we are having, but I imagine 1 mole of what? SO2. You can take anything. It's your choice. You can take anything. Now from here I can say the mole fraction of helium is how much? 1 mole of helium, right? Divided by total moles. 1 mole of helium divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1. Yes, 1 by 3. Right? Very good. It's 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 for every component, right? Even if I say the mole fraction of what? Of SO2 also how much? 1 by 3 will come same way. And the mole fraction of CH4 will also come how much? 1 by 3. It's 1 by 3. Very good. Clear, bacha? Right? Now one more question. Clear? Carefully give the answer. Think carefully. Next question is, a container contains equal weight. A container contains equal weight of helium, CH4 and SO2. Question is, find mole fraction of helium. Be careful, this time they are saying equal weight, not equal moles. They are saying equal weight. Clear, bacha? So, hint I am giving here. If you are not so comfortable in finding molar mass, so I am telling you, bacha, the molar mass of helium is 4 gram per mole. The molar mass of CH4 is how much? 16 gram per mole. And the molar mass of SO2, I am telling how much? 64. You can take any weight. It's your choice. It's your choice. You can take any weight. But yes, weight of everything must be what? Same. Weight of everything must be same. Right? So what we have to do here? For example, take or assume a weight which is LCM or multiple of the molar weights of all of these. You have to take a weight, you have to assume a weight which is multiple of molar weight of all of these, right? Can you tell me what is the weight? 64. 64 is the multiple of all of these molar weight, right? So imagine I'm saying weight of helium beta, take how much? 64. I'm saying weight of CH4 also how much? 64. And weight of SO2 also how much? I am taking how much? 64. I am taking 64. You can take anything. You can take X. You can take 1. You can take 100. No issue. I am taking 64. Right? Why? Because it will be easy to cancel and easy to find moles. Right? Very good. So, bacha, you see how many moles coming from here? Moles of helium are coming 64 by 4. How many coming? 16. How many moles of CH4 coming, bacha? The moles of CH4 coming how much? 64 by 16. How much coming here? 4. Right? And similarly, what is the moles of SO2, bacha? The moles of SO2 coming how much? 64 by 64. So what is coming from here? 1. Right? So if we check, yes, how many moles are coming? 16 of helium, 4 of CH4 and 1 for what? 1 for SO2. 1 for SO2. Now it's very easy. I think now you get the answer, right? So mole fraction of helium is what, bacha? Moles of helium divided by total moles, right? Yes, everyone? Give the answer. What is coming? Yes, it is coming 16 moles of helium divided by total moles. How many, bacha? It is 21. 16 plus 4 plus 1, 21, right? 16 by 21. Yes, everyone. 16 by 21, right? Very good. Are we clear? If they give equal weight, so please assume a weight which is multiple of all of these molar weights, so that easy to find the moles and then easy to find the mole fraction. Right, bacha? Clear? Okay, one last question on mole fraction and then we will move to the next topic, molarity. This time our question is connected to weight by weight percentage. So carefully give the answer, right? Please. Question is, find mole fraction of NaOH. Find mole fraction of NaOH in 10%. In 10% weight by weight NaOH aqueous solution, right? Find mole fraction of NaOH in 10% weight by weight NaOH solution, right? So what that means? It means, bacha, see carefully. It means 10 gram NaOH is present in 100 gram solution, right? Right now, this thing is telling us that 10 gram NaOH in 100 gram solution. Right. 10 gram NaOH in 100 gram solution, it means what? Can I say from here, out of 100 gram, 10 gram is NaOH and 90 gram is what? Water. 90 gram is water, right? Okay. Now you can give the answer very easily. Right. 10 gram NaOH, 90 gram water. Please. Now give me answer. Very fast, very fast. Do it. Very good. In 100 gram water, 10 gram NaOH, 90 gram water. Now, for your little help, I am telling you that the molar mass of NaOH is how much? 40 gram per mole, and molar mass of water, bacha, if you don't know, it is 18 gram per mole. Clear? Molar mass of NaOH 40 and molar mass of water how much? 18. So from here, if you find the moles of NaOH, bacha, how many moles of NaOH? 10 gram divided by 40. How much coming from here? How much coming from here? Tell me. It's coming how much? 0.25. Right? Very good. And now we are having here moles of water. How many moles of water, bacha? 90 gram divided by 18. How much coming from here? 5. Right? So from here, if you see, what is the mole fraction of NaOH? Very much clear. Moles of NaOH divided by total moles. Right? So what is coming from here? 0.25 divided by total moles. How many? Total moles 5 plus 0.25. Right? So what is coming from here? If I say 0.25 divided by 5.25. Yes, bacha? Yes. So what is coming? 1 by 21. If you solve this, coming 1 by 21. Right. Yes, Harsha. Yes, beta. Saraswati. Vishnu. Very good. Okay, fine. I will tell you once again, right? I will tell you once again. This question is a little tricky, right? Right. I'm saying once again, listen to me. Question is saying, our solution is 10% weight by weight NaOH solution. It means 10 gram NaOH is present in 100 gram solution. We have done topic weight by weight percentage, right? 10 gram NaOH in 100 gram solution. So 10 I removed. 10 is weight of what? NaOH, and 90 is the weight of what? Water, because it is aqueous solution. So I know, now I know the weight of both. Now I know weight of NaOH water how much? 10 gram and 90 gram water, right? What I will do now, I have to find the moles of NaOH. Molar mass of NaOH, I am telling you. maybe you are not aware, or maybe you learn slowly. Molar mass of NaOH is 40 gram, and molar mass of water is how much? 18. So 10 by 40 moles of NaOH, 90 by 18 moles of water. Now I get the moles of both. What is the mole fraction of NaOH? Moles of NaOH divided by total moles, right? 0.25 moles of NaOH. Total moles how many? 5 plus 0.25. So if you solve this thing, we will get how much? 1 by 21. Very good. Right, bacha? I hope everyone is understood now. Okay. Now we will start our next topic, that is molarity. Very important topic. Up to now we have done 4 concentration terms. Out of that, now molarity is the most important. Very good. Molarity is the most important. Please, now we'll proceed. So the next term is what? Molarity. Molarity, right? Okay, fine. So beta, what is molarity? Try to understand. Molarity is number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute divided by the what? Volume of solution. Volume of solution, right? In beta which units? Liter. The most important term is molarity. It will come in 8 to 9 chapters. Everywhere you will see it, right? So what is molarity? Number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution. Very simple. Or definition wise you can say it is the number of moles per liter solution. Okay, clear? In short, I can say it is N by V, but V must be liter. V must be in a liter, right? So I am giving you some question. Please try. Very easy. First one. Here it contains, assume 2 mole glucose as solute. 2 mole glucose, and here I am saying it is 5 liter of solution. In 5 liter solution, we have 2 mole glucose. So please find the molarity of solution. Find molarity of solution, or you can say find molarity of glucose. Yes, everyone, fast. Very good. Great. Right. Very good. So we can see very clearly that molarity is what? Number of mole of solute divided by volume of solution. Right? So what is coming? 2 moles of solute divided by 5 liter solution. How much coming from here? 0.4. 0.4. Right. And how to show this? Symbol to show molarity is what? Capital M. How we show molarity? By capital M. Right? Capital M is the symbol to show molarity. Be careful, not small m, it's capital M. Right? Very good. Next one more question. Carefully use the answer. We have a solution which contains, imagine, 2 moles urea. Right? And here I am saying solution is 800 ml. We have 800 ml solution. So please again, the doubt is same, question is same. Find molarity of solution. Find molarity of solution, right? Be careful, take volume in liters. Take volume in liter, right? Yes, everyone. Fast. Clear, bacha? Right? What is coming? Tell me answer fast. Very good. Right. Carefully, number of mole of solute divided by volume of solution, right? 2 moles are present in 800 ml. So don't forget to make it what? Liter. How we can make liter? Tell me how we can make ml into liter? By dividing 1000, right? So I will divide 800 by 1000, right? 800 divided by 1000 will go upside. If you solve, what is coming? 4, 5, right? 2, 2. 5 by 2, bacha, how much coming? 2.5 molar. Very good. Most of you are giving right answer. Very right. It's 2.5. It's 2.5. Very good. Clear? Great, great. Now, next thing, bache. One more I am taking here. In this I am saying we are having 360 gram glucose. We have here 360 gram of glucose, right? Yes, bacha? And here I am saying we are having you can say 2.5 liter of solution, right? And hint, bacha, what is hint? Again, the molar mass of glucose, is how much? We know it very well. Molar mass of glucose is how much, bache? 180 gram. 180 gram is the molar mass, right? Please. Very good. Right, right. What is coming? Yes. First we have to find the moles of what? Glucose, right? But how many moles of glucose are there? Given weight by molar weight, right? What is given weight? 360 gram. How many moles are there? 2 moles. First we got the moles from weight, right? Now the molarity is what? The molarity is number of mole by volume, right? How many moles? 2 moles. Divided by how much is the volume of solution? 2.5 liter. 2.5 liter, right? Very good. So what is coming? Yes, 0.8 molar. It is coming 0.8 molar. Very right. Very good. I hope we are clear. Right? Very good. Now reverse is also possible. They will give molarity and they will ask what? Moles. Clear, bacha? Very good. Now, right? So please see carefully. I am writing a note here. If molarity is number of mole by volume, if molarity is number of mole by volume, then what is number of mole, bacha? I can say number of mole is what? Molarity into volume. Molarity into volume, right? So please give me answer to these questions. Find number of moles of glucose in 10 liter of 0.3 molar glucose solution. Clear, bache? Please tell me the answer. Very fast, very fast. Fast, fast. Right, right, right. Very good. Right. Now we know the molarity is what? Number of mole by volume. What is molarity, bacha? Molarity is 0.3 equals to what is number of moles we have to find? Volume how much? 10 liter. So from here n is coming 0.3 into 10, right? So how many moles coming? 3 moles. Very good. Almost everyone is giving right answer. Very good. That means you are understanding. You're getting the point, right? Okay. Now, one more question. Find number of moles. Find number of moles of urea in 600 ml. In 600 ml of 0.15 molar urea solution. Give answer to very carefully. Right. Find moles of urea. This time volume is given in 600 ml. So please carefully with the answer. This time volume I am taking in which thing? ml, right? Molarity is given. Very good. Right. You see, bacha, what is coming? Again, same thing. Molarity is what? Number of mole by volume. What is molarity, bacha? 0.15. I want to find number of mole. Volume how much? 600 ml. Please make it liter. If you divide 600 by what? 1000. Clear? So n is coming what from here? N is coming what? 0.15 into how much? 600 divided by 1000. Yes, everyone? What is coming? 0.09. So you are saying it is coming 0.09. Very right. Clear, bacha? If we cut down this from here, 2 gone. What is coming? 15, 6, 90 and 2. 0.9 divided by 10. Very good answer. 0.09 moles. We are having 0.09 moles. Right. Very good. Okay. One last question I am asking of this type. Right? So please carefully give the answer. Find moles. For 2 parts are there. Find moles and second part is weight. Find moles and weight of NaOH in 2 liter of 0.5 molar NaOH solution. Yes, bacha. Find moles, which you are doing from last 2-3 questions, right? Find moles and weight of NaOH in 2 liter of 0.5 molar NaOH solution. Fast. Very good. You know the molar weight of NaOH how much? Molar weight of NaOH with how much? 40 gram per mole. 40 gram per mole. Very good. Right. Very good. Fine. Check, bacha. What do we have here? We know the molarity how much? 0.5 equals to number of mole by volume, right? What is the volume given? Volume given is 2 liter. So how many moles coming from here? Moles are coming 0.5 into 2, 1 mole. So how many moles of NH we have? 1 mole, right? Clear. Now we have the mole. Mole is what? Given weight by molar weight, right? We have 1 mole. Weight we have to find. The molar weight how much? 40. So you can say that how much NaOH is present, bacha, in solution? 40 gram. 40 gram NaOH is present in our solution. 40 gram NaOH is present. Very right. 1 mole 40 gram. 1 mole 40 gram, right? Clear. I hope everyone is clear. I hope everyone is clear, right, Ucha? Good. Now, next thing is, next type of questions will come in molarity, right? So please, Ucha, molarity change on dilution. Molarity change on dilution, right? First of all, let us understand what is dilution. Because some students remain confused here. So dilution means what? Addition of water only. Addition of water in solution. Addition of water in solution. We are adding extra water in solution. We call it dilution. Right, Vicha? So please try to understand now. Imagine we have a solution here. Right? And now, okay, I'm decreasing some level of water. Imagine this is solution. Right? Bacha, its molarity I'm calling as M1. Its molarity I'm calling as M1, right? And its volume I'm calling as V1. We have a solution. The initial molarity here is M1 and volume is how much? V1. Clear? Now look at this carefully. You can see how many particles here. In solution, you can see how many particles? Just tell me. In solution, you can see how many particles? How many dots you can see in solution? How many particles can you see in solution, bacha? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everyone tell me how many particles you can see in solution? 4 particles. We can see 4 particles in our solution, right? Yes, everyone. We can see 4 particles. Now imagine if I will add extra water, I am adding here extra water only. I am doing dilution. In this, I am adding extra water, bache. I am adding extra water. You will see now because of addition of extra water, solution will be up to here. I added lot of extra water. Now my question is, number of particles or number of solute particles will change or will remain same? Yes, everyone. You said here I can see 4 particles. I can see 4 particles. Now if I am adding just water, particles will remain same or will change? I am adding just water, right? I am adding just water. I am not adding any solute. I am adding just water. So you will see particles will remain same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Particles will remain what? Same. Is everyone? Same. No change. Right? Right. No change. It will remain same because I am adding extra water, na? I am adding extra water only. Particles remain same. Same. Very right. So if I am saying after addition of water, the molarity become what? M2 and volume become what? V2. Volume become V2 and molarity become what? M2. But I know that molarity remains what? Here, number of particles remains what? Same. Number of particles here are 4 and here also what? Same. So I can say here in this solution, how many number of moles are there? Number of moles. If I call number of moles here, I will say M into what? M1 into V1. And in this solution, how many moles are there? M2 into V2. Because molarity into volume gives us what? Number of moles. Right? So you can see as number of particles are remaining same. So moles will remain same. So I can say, bacha, here, call it N dash. N equals to N dash. That will give us M1 V1 equals to what? M2 V2. So you can do the question of dilution by what? M1 V1 equals to M to V2. I'm saying once again, questions of this we will do in the next class, right? I'm saying once again, it is a solution before dilution. It is a solution after dilution. What is the meaning of dilution? Extra addition of water, right? So from here I can say M1 V1 equals to what? M2 V2. The molarity into volume before dilution will be same as molarity into volume after dilution. Yes everyone? Okay, so tomorrow we'll see question on this. Okay bacha, fine? We will see this once again and we will see a lot of questions from this topic in tomorrow class. Okay bacha? Bye then, see you. Bye.
Today in our botany session, we are about to start with a new topic, but before that, we decided to recapitulate the previous points like earlier we were doing, although few, but yet we have to be in touch with the previous things as well. We were discussing about morphology of flowering plants. In our last session, we have discussed about the seed, monocot as well as dicots, right? And before that, we have discussed about the drupe, that main category under the fleshy fruit we have discussed, right? So I need your response here now for few questions. I am taking now the more topic from the last two topic from morphology of flowering plants, that is fruit and the seeds, right? Okay, drupe we discussed in two examples, right? Otherwise, other can be the example, but two examples we have taken, right? Mango and the coconut. Here you have to say, in the case of coconut, which is the edible part? Endosperm. Very nice. Now, which thing is edible in case of mango? Means in the pericarp, which layer is edible there? In mango. Mesocarp. Mesocarp, very nice. It will be mesocarp. And what type of mesocarp will be there in case of coconut? It will be fibrous. In coconut, yes, fiber. It is made up of fiber. We cannot eat that. Charita, right answer. Fibrous. Are you getting that? So it is a fibrous stuff. You cannot eat the mesocarp of the coconut. But the mesocarp is edible of the mango. Drupe, some questions you are asking related that. Let me to take a slightly more detail. Then we go on the next category of our questioning. Drupe, earlier even I discussed, this is coming under the fleshy fruit, where you have well differentiation of epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. But what is common between the mango and the coconut? The endocarp is hard and stony, and both will develop from single carpel with superior ovary. All the terms I discussed with you, but other than this, other subtypes are even there of fleshy fruits, like berry is there. Berry means like tomato. Tomato is like a berry fruit, which is the other category of fleshy fruits, right? Papo is there, like cucumber, that is a papo type. You need not to worry about all the subtypes, but go only mainly right now under the fleshy fruit. One simple fruit I discussed with you, that was a drupe, just for an example that how pericarp you can differentiate into various layers, right? So that was regarding the drupe. Now coming to the questions from the seed. Fine, we discussed two types of seed, monocot and dicot seeds, right? So we discussed the dicot seeds are having. Now let's talk about our today's topic. Our today's topic actually is totally new thing for you. Earlier we have discussed the morphology, but which morphology we discussed? External morphology. Today in our lecture we are going to take about the internal morphology, right? What is that? The tissues. Today we are going to start with the topic anatomy of the flowering plants, where we are taking the topic the tissues, right? Tissues are common in plants as well as animal. This topic in 9th standard approximately, I feel you have gone through these some small information about this topic, both in plants and animals under your bio. But now in botany, under the plants, we are taking tissues under the flowering plants, means higher plants we are taking. Now all the words we have to dissect we have to check its etymology. Etymology means dividing into the parts, we will come out with the meanings. I already said you in my first video that the biological terms are usually derived from Greek or the Latin term, which are the dead languages, Greek and Latin, because what you have created, it will not give you further changes. Its standard will remain as such for the meaning of the words, right? So this is our today's topic. We are going to take anatomy of flowering plants. The tissues we are taking, we try to give you only introduction, right? So only introduction you have to go with. Reason why? Because the complex thing which immediately started in your +1 regarding the transverse sections and tissue systems, you can easily understand that, because the heart of the chapter is lying in the tissues first of all, right? Now let's take about a small discussion on this. The introduction, what I mean to say that earlier we have discussed about external morphology, right? We have discussed about external morphology. Now today we are going to take the story about the internal morphology, right? Obviously external means whatever features you have learned of the roots, of the stem, of the leaves and flower. We have discussed in our previous lectures that all are related to the outside looks, how it appears like. So all the structure, form of the parts of the plant, when you observe from outside, that you call it as a external morphology. But if you are talking from inside, that is the internal morphology. In our very first lecture, if you remember, I have said you the two words under the internal morphology. One, I said you about histology. Next, I discussed with you about anatomy, right? Now, please say me, what is the meaning of histo here? Anyone who had revised from the very first lecture, please do say me, and those who are recently joining, for them it will be a good thing. And I recommend to fill the form given in the description so that you can be the part of STAR program and should not miss any of the informations like this, right? When you will come, no doubt we are going to be the descriptive more, we are going to describe again. But if you are already listening the thing, then you will be much smarter to sit in the class and it will be retained in your mind for longer time, right? So on that grounds, please answer me the histology. Histo word stands for what? Tissues. Very nice, right? So histo word stands for the tissues. Ology stands for the to study or the discourse, right? Now ana means that is over or on. Tomy means to cut. When you cut across some part completely to see the arrangement of tissues there, that you call it as a anatomy part. So what is anatomy? That is a study of gross internal structure. Gross internal structure of plant, that you call it as a anatomy. Gross means how all tissues are arranged in one part. Histology is what? Study of tissues. Right? In our today's topic, we are going to touch about the histology part. I again repeat, histology is the study of the tissues. What are tissues? Today we are going to take into detail, right? Anatomy means, tomy means to cut, ana means over. When you cut over and check the various tissues, how they are arranged in an organ, that you call it as a anatomy part. Right? It can be the cross section, means horizontal one. It can be the vertical section, where we are using the study of the internal structure, like cutting that. Then you are seeing inside what is happening. That comes under internal morphology. Like in English, you know the sentences are there. To understand the concept of sentences, you should know about the words, and for the words you should know the alphabets. Are getting the letters in our alphabets, that you should know. In the same way here, to understand the complete arrangement of the tissues in a plant, you should have a knowledge of tissues. And even for tissue, you should know about the cell. Cell we will take later in one of our sessions, but right now we have to focus on today class on the histology, that is the study of the tissues. Fine. Now let's take on the point. To understand the level of the tissue in the organization of the living organism, we have hierarchy here, which you call it as hierarchy of biological classification. Now again, the word is what? Hierarchy, maybe a new thing for you. Hierarchy means what? When you are studying something in some pattern of ranking, like you are having hierarchy of family, you are making from you to your father, mother, your parents means, then after that to the grandparents, this is a hierarchy you are preparing of your family. But right now we are discussing here about hierarchy of biological classification. Right here, classification here, we had discussed earlier that you are having the classification like the species are there, right? After that you are having the genus, then after that you are having family, then after that is for order, then is for the division, then is for the plantae. Are you getting that? Hierarchy of biological classification means living organism you are classifying like this, that how the things are going to be classified. But right now our topic we have to go up to the plantae level, where we are only discussing about the plants. Right? Now in that process, the plants, if I discuss now about its organization, how it is going to organize, right? The plantae, the division and all that levels we will discuss. Where this plantae will come at which level actually? This is coming at the kingdom level. Right? So we have to discuss about this plants. Which plants we are discussing here about? Flowering plants. Are you getting that? Flowering plants means we are discussing here about angiosperms. Right? So this angiosperms will come under which level here? Division. This is simply to say you all the living organisms on this planet, we are classifying into some hierarchy. Like all the organisms we classified into the kingdoms. Like maybe you have heard about Monera kingdom, you have discussed about the Protista, then after that fungus, then plantae, then animalia. This type of thing you have learned earlier, right? But we will take it in a +1 once again. But right now you should know all organism under 5 kingdoms. And further kingdoms are divided into division in case of plants, right? And you will use at this point the word phylum. Phylum for whom? That is for the animals. Right? Then further divisions are divided into order, then family, then genus, the species. Like you have a continent. In the continents, so many people are there or organism will come. But in the country, the number of people will come less. Then after that, in a state, then after that, in a town or city. So in the same way here, when I am talking about one kingdom, for example, I have taken plantae. So many plants will come. After that division, it will be restricted only to the angiosperm. So less plants now I am discussing. Which plant I am discussing? Angiosperm. And so on, we have to go up to the species. Like species 1, if I am saying mango, this is one species among the plants we are discussing, right? So our main topic right now, just to focus, why I have given you the hierarchy of biological classification reason, because we have to reach up to this point. What is this point right now? That is angiosperm, which is the most advanced plants. We have to discuss their tissues. We have to take their tissues over there. Right now, addition to that, if I take in case of angiosperms, right, which are the higher plants. Now, if I discuss one more hierarchy here, what is that? That is the hierarchy of biological organization. Now, what is that? These organisms, can I say basically they are made up of the cells? Are you getting that? cells are further combining to form the tissues. Tissues are further combining to form the organs, and organs now here will be participating to form a plant over there, an organism. Right, here we cannot say the organ system level is there. Organ system you will find in the kingdom Animalia. I said you 5 kingdoms are grouped according to 5 kingdom classification. Monera, where bacteria come, then Protista will be there, where protozoans, one of the example they are coming, then fungus is there, 1/3 kingdom, then Plantae, then Animalia. We are discussing about the Plantae kingdom, right? Animalia is much advanced. But in the Plantae, we are discussing about angiosperms. And in angiosperm, you will find, or in the plants, you will find the organization go up to organs. But if you see the Animalia, the organ system is forming, then organism is that animal you have to talk about, right? So we have to discuss today at which level of organization we have to discuss about the tissues level of the organization. Cell is like a brick. Like one brick by brick you are making a wall, then that wall you call it as at the level of tissue level, right? So do remember this point. The basic unit of biological system of this organization, basically it is starting from the cell, but don't confuse it with the hierarchy of biological classification. Classification is telling you which category of organism you are discussing after the classification. You are classifying all the organism at the highest level at kingdom, then plants into division, animals into phyla, then after that order, then family, then genus and species. Are you getting that? So this is just for reference. You should know hierarchy means lower to higher or higher to lower, but right now in your book they have given you the species to the Plantae or to the kingdom, I must say. Which kingdom we are discussing here? Plantae kingdom. And here we are discussing about which hierarchy? Hierarchy of biological organization. Are you getting that? So in this organization we have to reach up to tissue level. I hope so you are clear with the thing where we have to take our topic today. We have to check on according to organization we are discussing the tissue level. Based on the hierarchy, which organism we are taking? Plants we are taking. Are you getting? And which plants we are taking? Angiosperm. Which are the flowering plants. Getting that? Now coming to the next point now. The tissues basically are what now? I said you when the cells are coming together, they are forming the tissues. Means what aspect? Can I say a tissue is a group of cells which is having common origin and usually performs common function and usually performs common function. Are you getting that? Means if I am taking a cell is giving rise to tissues, but that tissues their origin basically is same, means from where they are coming, the origin must be same and usually performs a common function. This is a definition to the tissues. It is a group of cells, right? Okay, now coming to the next point. If we will discuss now the types of that, the types of tissues, you will find the types basically based on the concept whether they are dividing or not. That is based on division, right? How many types you will find? 2 types. One is the meristematic tissue. Next you will find about permanent tissues. Right? Now again this meristematic tissue is one of the word which is derived from Greek language, where the word in Greek meristo, that stands for what thing? That is divided. Means the cells which keep on dividing, that you call it as meristematic. Matic means an adjective to that cell. That cell is which type? Meristematic type, which keep on dividing. Now permanent cell is that which now become permanent, it stop dividing, it have some function to perform now. If you remember, I discussed with you earlier the root. In the root you will find at the tip the region of meristematic, then elongation, then maturation, which is having root hairs. Now that maturation will not divide. It is having the main function of absorption of water and minerals. Are you getting that? But this part is having dividing tissue so that the roots can keep on elongating under the earth, right, to get the water and minerals, right? So this part is having which cell? Permanent cell. The tip is having which cell? Meristematic cell, right, which keep on dividing. Are you getting that? So permanent cell is what? Now they are having specific function to perform. Right? And they are going to be differentiated. Differentiated means it will be no more dividing. Are you getting that? They are not going to be dividing. Its structure, its function is now decided. They are not dividing anymore, right? So whatever meristematic cells are there, they keep on dividing. But once this organ needs some particular function to perform, it will stop dividing and enter into this zone where the specialization of work happen, and that work is assigned to them. Like there, in the roots, I repeat, it is having the region of maturation, which is having root hairs. It helps in absorption of water and minerals. In the stem, if I take, even in the tip, the meristematic tissue will be there. Only this tip of that, it keep on growing. And what it will leave behind? The leaves. Now what leaves will do? It will help in photosynthesis. This is one of the example to explain you how the meristematic cells in between even give rise to this permanent cell, right? So this is a small center which keep on dividing, and few of the cell will get differentiate into the permanent cell. Now at least do remember the cell which keep on dividing, that you call it as meristematic cell, which cannot divide or usually which do not divide, that you call it as a permanent cell. Without division, what you call it as differentiated cells. Means that tissue is made up of which type of cell? Differentiated cells. Are you getting that? So basically the types we have discussed based on the division. Today now we have to take more into detail about meristematic tissues. In meristematic tissue, you will find the various subtypes. Its types, right? First, we will take that it can be based on location, right? It can be even based on origin. Even it is based on function, right? Let's talk about first of all based on the location. Which subtypes we have to go with this? The subtype based on that will include based on location. It will be having apical meristem. It can be having the intercalary meristem. Then even it is having the lateral meristem, right? Based on origin, how many types? Promeristem. It is even made up of the primary meristem. Even it is made up of secondary meristem. Right? Based on the function, what is there? Primary meristem and the secondary meristem. Right? Again, I am telling you, this is like a map in front of you, that what you have to do and learn under this topic. It's very important. You should have map in front of you where you have to walk, where you have to learn in this knowledge point of view. So just you should know the outline of the things what you are about to learn. In the permanent tissue we will discuss later, but right now only the types I am writing here. If I am go with the permanent tissue, right, you are having subtype which I am taking in the next slide. The permanent tissues, you can subdivide into two categories, simple and the complex, right. Under the simple we will learn about parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma under the simple permanent tissue. Under the complex you will learn about xylem and phloem, right. So this we will take later, but do remember that this is a map for the permanent tissue. In my one of the classes under the tissue, if I ask you the subcategories, you should know at least. Although meaning I know it need time, but you should know these are the subtypes under that, right. So today our work, we have to talk on meristematic, more especially on the based on location. Now let's talk about what are the features of meristematic cells which are forming this meristematic tissue. What are its features when you look under the microscope, how that cell will look like, right. So on that grounds, let's talk about the next one, the feature of meristematic tissues. Features of meristematic tissues, right, means under that their cells will be dividing. Are you getting that? That tissues are having which type of cells? Dividing cell. They keep on dividing. This is a very important thing. The word meristo is defining its main primary feature, that they keep on dividing, so that more cell keep on adding, and which are older one now become mature to give some specific function, and which are dividing, they keep on dividing to give the length to that structure or the organ of the plant. Due to these meristem only, the plant is having indeterminate growth. The word what I used, indeterminate growth, or even you can call it as they are showing unlimited growth. They keep on dividing, right. But not every organ of plant is showing unlimited growth, but overall plant, like they keep on growing throughout its life. Why not the animals are doing so? Why we have some restricted structure at some particular age? After we become adult, after that growth will stop. Reason, we don't have this meristematic tissue. But in plants, there is a meristematic tissue. Now, where these meristematic tissues are present? These meristematic tissues are present in meristem. Meristem is just a name to the region, right? This is the name of a region where these meristematic tissues are present, or you can say meristematic cells are present. For example, a class is a place where students are present. In the same way here, meristem is a region, a place in a plant where the dividing cells or meristematic cells are present, right? Because full plant is not meristematic. Certain localized means at particular position, some points are going to be meristematic. Getting that? So what is the feature of such meristematic cells which are present in this meristematic region? One, I said you that they are the dividing cell, and when you will see, it is having prominent nucleus, right? Nucleus is going to be very much clear, prominent. When you see, very big nucleus is there which is controlling the function of this actively dividing cell, right? And it is having the dense cytoplasm. dense cytoplasm. If you don't know what is a nucleus, what is a cytoplasm, then just wait for our session where we will discuss about the cells. But we have discussed the external morphology, so it's important to discuss parallelly about the internal morphology. For time being, let me to say you, if this is, I'm taking as a plant cell, which I hope so you know, outside it is having cell wall, inside it is having the membrane. Which membrane? We call it as plasma membrane. This plasma membrane, even you call it as a cell membrane, right? In the case of meristematic tissue, you are having the prominent nucleus. If it is mature cell, then what will happen? In mature cell, it is having a big large vacuole, right? Vacuole is there, right? Vacuole is there if it is a mature cell, right? Mature means the meristematic when get differentiated become permanent. Then usually that permanent cells are having this vacuole over there, right? And nucleus will be here at this point. But this is the condition of which cell I said you? Mature cell, not the meristematic cell. In meristematic cell, what will happen? If I am saying in meristematic cell, what is going to happen? Now, this is the cell wall, right? This is the plasma membrane, but vacuoles are absent here. It is having big, conspicuous, clear, very clear nucleus is there, surrounding by the dense cytoplasm, right? Cytoplasm is there, very prominent. Even here cytoplasm is there, but it is not that much dense. Very much dense of the cytoplasm will be there. And this thing what I discussed with you, this will be the nucleus part, which is going to be clear, or you can say it is going to be prominent. Prominent nucleus will be there, right? Now, if you want to break something, obviously its outline must be thin. In the same way here, the meristematic cell, if want to divide, obviously their outer layer, what is that? Cell wall. Even I said, you know, what is their cell wall? So can I say here cell wall is going to be thin. Here cell wall is going to be thin here because they need to divide. But in mature cell, this cell wall or this one, the cell wall is going to be thick. How it become thick, what are its layer, we will discuss later on. But once we are discussing meristematic, which keep on dividing, for that division, the outer layer must be thin. It should not be thick, then it cannot be divided, right? So in that case, at least you must know all these points. The cells dividing, prominent nucleus, dense cytoplasm, cell wall is going to be thin. Much more other features are there, but in the introduction, I'm feeling this is more than sufficient that you should get introduced with the features of meristematic tissues. Getting that? So at least keep all these points, feature of meristematic in your mind, right? Now coming to its types, I already discussed with you that based on its location, that is of three types: apical, intercalary and the lateral type. Now I am taking all the types one by one, right? So here we are having these types in this diagram. You will find here at the tips we are having the apical meristem. Which meristem is there? Apical. The word apex stands for the tip, right? So can I say the first one we are discussing about apical meristem. Now apical meristem, it present at the tip of shoot as well as at the tip of root. It is present both. Reason why? Because the plant has to increase in its length upside as well as downside. Getting that? So what is the position of apical meristem? Because we are discussing about the types of meristem based on the position. So what is its location? Tip of the shoot and even tip of the root, right? So the shoot will keep on growing towards the light and root should keep on growing towards the water, or you can say towards the earth. Now next type we discussed about the intercalary meristem. To understand the intercalary meristem, you should know about one fact. I already mentioned you that point. The second point I am taking you for intercalary meristem. Now, what is there? A shoot is there. Already I mentioned you, these are what the nodes. What are these things? Nodes. Where the leaves are coming out. These are the leaves which are coming out. Are you getting that? Now, can anyone say to me that between these nodes, or this is the node even, this is even the node. Between the two nodes, what you call this point as? Between the nodes, between the nodes, what you call this region as? Internode. Very nice, very nice. Nikhil, very nice. You have given the first, person to give the correct answer in the very prompt way. This is more important. You are focusing. That's very nice. See here, this is the internode part. Getting that? Now check it out. Where is the intercalary meristem? It is in the case of grasses. At which point it is present? Like I said you, this is a node point. This is a node point. What is this thing? Internodes. Inter means between two different things. But what is that? One node, second node. Two different nodes. Between that internode is there. Now what is their intercalary meristem? It is present here. Like this is internode, base of the internode. This is internode, based on that internode. Are you getting that? At the base of these internodes, what is present? That is intercalary meristem, most of the cases. Otherwise, at the base of the leaf even, you will find the meristematic. In some of the cases you will find. But when you open your NCERT book, they are mentioning intercalary is present between meristematic, or you can say it is present between permanent cells. Permanent cells. Right? Now, how come these are the permanent cell? Please focus here. These internode, they are permanent, specialized cell. They are not dividing. So, can I say this is permanent, this is permanent. Between that permanent, you are having this meristematic. Permanent, you are having this meristematic, right? So, intercalary is present in case of grasses, and where it is going to present, you will find, that in grasses present between the permanent cell. Now, why grasses? When grasses are going to be grazed by animals, or you can say grazers, like once the grazers are grazing the grasses, can you see after a few days, again grass will appear here? Reason why? Because suppose this part is eaten up, only this part is left. Then what will happen? This meristematic cell will divide and give rise to the grazed part back again. That's why grasses are automatically going to grow more. Like we have discussed in the stem modification runners, there even I mentioned you grasses that help in vegetative propagation. This is one of the reasons why they can propagate so easily, because they are having this intercalary meristem. What is the position of intercalary meristem? That is between the permanent tissue, and where most of the cases in the grasses, which helps to bring back the grazed part of the grasses back again. Right? So, this is about intercalary meristem. Now, third we have to discuss about the lateral meristem. As the name is indicating, it is on the lateral position, like here, this one. This is in a lateral meristem. Lateral meristem is present laterally. But in which case it is present? It is present in case of the dicots. Are you getting that? Whereas this is both in case of monocot as well as in case of dicots. Intercalary I already mentioned you in case of grasses. Lateral meristem is laterally present on the older parts of the plant. Are you getting that? Third type, what I am discussing with you, third type I am discussing you about the lateral meristem. Are you getting that? So lateral meristem is present on the lateral position of the older part of the stem. Now what is this? What it is doing? Apical I already mentioned you, it helps in the linear growth, means height of the stem and the depth of the root. They are helping in that. Intercalary meristem, the grazed part, it is coming back, helping vegetative propagation of this, multiplying the grazed part, that is intercalary meristem. What next I discussed with you? Lateral meristem. Now let's check about what is its function. Like in dicots, these plant, when you see its stem, like in case of mango or any dicot, you can figure it out in your mind. You can see its trunk keep on growing in a width, or you can say in its circumference, that keep on growing like this. Are you getting that? So can I say the height is even increasing? Even their width is increasing. Can root hold this much of volume on the aerial part? Even root has to grow like this in the width, right? So that it can bear that much of the weight of the grown aerial part. Are you getting that? So in dicot this thing happens. In dicot what is happening? No doubt they are growing linearly, but even they are growing in the width. Are you getting that? So their stem will grow like this and even their roots will grow like this in the width. And for this width increment, which type of meristem they need? They need the lateral meristem. As the name is indicating to you, lateral. They are lying in the lateral position. But what function they are performing? They are performing the function to increase the width, or you can say increase the circumference or perimeter of the various organs of the dicot. Which various? Stem and the root, not of leaves. Are you getting that? Leaves cannot increase in the thickness like this, right? Their surface area increases. So right now we are discussing about length and the circumference, right? So for the length we are having apical meristem, and for the width we are having this lateral meristem. Are you getting that? So even intercalary meristem, you should know, it helps in increase the length of internodes. Like sugar cane, you know, no, they are very easily, you will find the nodes. In between the nodes, that internode can be increased in length. Even this intercalary meristem, that will increases the length of internodes, right? Even it is helping in the increasing of linear growth, but at the internode level. Are you getting that? So apical meristem, overall height of the plant or depth of the root, they are helping. But lateral meristem, do remember, it is only in the dicot, but exceptions I am not taking. Dicot, they are having this lateral meristem and they are helping to increase its lateral growth, and position means, I mean to say, width of that, circumference of that. And what is its position? On the lateral side, in older part. Obviously the tip is the younger part. Tip will not have the lateral meristem because just now it is formed. Older one is at the base of the stem. You will find the trees are growing like this because upside are the still younger. Lower side is what thing? Older. So older will become more in width. So you will find the lateral meristem on the older part of the plant. Like just now I discussed with you, the older will be at the base, not at the tip, right? So at the last, let me to show you this diagram just to indicate. I said you the apical meristem here. When you take out the apical bud, I said you an apical bud. In apical bud, you will find this at the tip. This you call it as a shoot apical meristem. Just focus on the point what I am saying. Don't look to any other word. Just keep in your mind that at the tip of the shoot you are having shoot apical meristem, and the tip of the root you are having the root apical meristem. Rest of the point definitely we will discuss what the other meanings like. But we have discussed axillary bud. If you remember, apical bud is at the tip. Axillary bud is in an angle of a stem and of the leaf. This is, suppose I am taking it for the stem. This is stem and actually this is a leaf. In between that, this bud, this you call it as axillary bud. Who had given this axillary bud? The shoot apical meristem. When it is growing, it is leaving behind some meristematic tissue and some permanent tissue to form the leaves. They keep on growing, next leaf, next apical meristem, and so on. Are you getting that? So tip is having the main epicenter to create the different parts on the stem. It keep on growing, leaving behind the permanent cells like leaves. In the angle of that is the axillary bud. I hope so. You remember the morphology chapter we discussed at the tip is the apical bud. In the apical bud you are having apical meristem. At lower, at the root tip you are having root apical meristem. But buds are only in the stem, not in the case of roots. Are you getting that? That is a region only, region of meristematic activity in the root part, right? So today we have completed the meristematic tissue based on their position, the types. Rest we have to discuss as well, that we will complete in our next session. Please do revise the things again and again, and do correlate from the very beginning class and now as well. This is all for today. Thanks a lot, students.
Hope you all enjoying the classes. So today it is the last class related with the animal kingdom. We have discussed so many phylum, and this is the last phylum, most advanced phylum of the animal kingdom. Okay, so I said before going on it, I will revise something that I already said. Wait for this. Okay, wait for one point I have to say. See, I said phylum Chordata. Please wait to write. I have to say something about phylum Chordata. I said phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata. It is classified. Phylum Chordata. It is classified into 3 subphylum. Phylum Chordata. It is classified into 3 subphylum. Anyone will say, what are the name of 3 subphylum of Chordata? I already said in the last class. What are the name of 3 subphylum related with the Chordata? I already said in the last class. Anyone will say, what are the name of 3 subphylum related with the Chordata? So, what are the name of 3 subphylum related with the Chordata? I will say one by one about all. That is the Urochordata. First one, that is the Urochordata. Second one, that is the Cephalochordata. And what is the third one? That is the Vertebrata. So these are the 3 subphylum of phylum Chordata. When we are saying about the Urochordata, I already said the example. Ascidia, Salpa, Doliolum, Herdmania. They are the example of Urochordata. In Cephalochordata, I said only one example. Anyone remembering the example? What I said? Anyone remembering the example of Cephalochordata? Yes, it is the lanceolate, branchiostoma, amphioxus. You all are correct. The example is the amphioxus, branchiostoma, or the lanceolate. Clear? Now, after it, I started the vertebrata. So, first of all, you have to remember, vertebrata I divided into 2 groups. The first group is known as the agnatha, and the second group is known as the gnathostomata. And I said before it, I said stomata. I said that all vertebrates are chordates, whereas all chordates are not vertebrates, because chordata is having 3 subphylum. One is the Urochordata, one is the Cephalochordata, and one is the vertebrata. So all vertebrates are chordates, whereas all chordates are not vertebrate. Agnatha, A means absent, gnatha means jaws. So when jaws absent, this group of phylum, this group of animals is known as the agnatha, and it is including one class. Agnatha is including one class. The name of the class is the cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. Agnatha is including one class. The name of the class is the cyclostomata. Are you getting? Anyone will say what is the example of cyclostomata? What we have written? What we have written about the example of cyclostomata? Who will write? The example of cyclostomata, yes, very good, very good, very good. Dikshita, very good, very good, very good. Yes, you all are writing correct. The example of cyclostomata, that is the petromyzon. Petromyzon, that is also known as the lamprey. And second example of cyclostomata, you have to remember, that is the myxine, that is known as the hagfish. So this is the one revision and example I said. Second one is the gnathoistomata. Gnathoistomata is divided into two. One is the apoda and second one, that is known as the tetrapoda. Apoda and tetrapoda. Apoda and tetrapoda. Yes, you are correct, that apoda and tetrapoda. So apoda and tetrapoda, what you have to remember, that apoda means what they are having? They are having the pisces, means they are not having the limb, they are having the fins. So it is the apoda. Are you getting? It is the apoda. And how many superclasses included in the apoda, or how many classes in the apoda? One is the chondriatheks, and what is the second one? Second one, that is the osteotheks. CHTH/ES. You have to remember spelling here. CHTH/ES. Osteotheks, chondriatheks, osteotheks. Okay, so this is the one. Chondriatheks means why they are known as the chondriatheks. So in animal tissue, or when you will enter in the medical college, you will read about the bones. Osteo means bones. Chondrio means cartilages. So those who are having the cartilaginous endoskeleton, they are known as the chondriatheks. Those who are having cartilaginous endoskeleton, they are known as the chondriatheks. Anyone remembering the example of chondriatheks? Anyone remembering the example of chondriatheks? Anyone remembering the example of chondriatheks? Focus on study. Anyone remembering? Yes. Okay. Scoliodon. Yes, Banu. Very good. First example of this chondriatheks, that is the scoliodon. Very good. First example, that is the scoliodon, known as the dogfish. Very good. Second example, that is the pristis. Yes, very good. Pristis, that is known as the sawfish, because it is having one apparatus like this. Saw means cutting. Have you seen the machine related with the cutting of boots? That is the sawfish. That is the pristis. It is known as the sawfish. See, it is one Carcharodon. Carcharodon. It is the great white shark. And maximum evidence when a fish attacked on human beings, it is related with the Carcharodon. It is related with the Carcharodon. Say me. Okay. So this red color is visible, I think. It is visible. Okay. So Carcharodon, it is having the man-eating property. That's why I have taken this picture. Man is following Carcharodon, Carcharodon is following the human being. So Carcharodon, this is the great white shark. It is having the man-eating property. Trigon, stingray. This fish is again very dangerous. Trigon, stingray. This fish is again very dangerous. See, it is having one sting. Okay, and this sting is poisonous sting. Okay, it is having the poisonous sting. Okay, it is having the poisonous sting. Torpedo, it is known as the electric ray. Torpedo, yes, Mr. Mikey, it is dangerous fish. Yes. Carcharodon is a dangerous fish. Okay, this one is dangerous fish. I have written a man-eating shark. It can eat the human being. Okay, now just see, Trigon, it is known as the stingray. And torpedo, it is the electric ray. It can produce a small electric current. So this is the one point that you have to remember, that these are the few examples related with the chondriatheks. Now say me about one thing. Say me about one thing. Osteoethics. What is the difference between chondriethics and osteoethics? Anyone will say in simple language, what is, okay, what is the difference between chondriethics and osteoethics? I will write a lot when you will come to our college. At that time, you have to prepare your notes also. At this time, we are having limited time. So, I'm just explaining and saying the important thing. Clear? So, now just say me, what is the difference between osteoethics and chondriethics? Yes, yes, yes. Chondriethics means, yes, it is based on Nikhil. Nikhil is saying it is based on the endoskeleton. Very good. In chondriethics, the endoskeleton is made up of cartilages, and in osteoethics, it is made up of bones. Bony endoskeleton is present. Very good. Bony endoskeleton is present. So, on the basis of presence of endoskeleton, if the endoskeleton is cartilaginous, the fish is known as the chondriethics, and if the endoskeleton is bony, then it is known as the bony fish. This is the one that you have to remember that, okay, so I am going to change the color. Now it is visible. Say me, now it is visible, I think easily. Yes, yes, say me, it is visible. This color is visible, yellow color is visible. Okay, okay, very good. So now coming here, that osteoethics and chondriethics are there. Now, osteoethics, they are either living in fresh water or they can live in marine water. They can live in fresh water or they can live in marine water. Whereas the chondriethics, they are only living in the marine water. This is the one point. So see, one marine water bony fish, it is known as the Exocetus. It is known as the flying fish. Anyone will say the name of this fish is the flying fish. It is flying in reality? Really it is flying? What is your opinion? What you are thinking? Any fish can fly? Any fish can fly? It is known as the flying fish. If it is not able to fly, yes, you are trying your level best, yes, it is not flying. Yes, then why it is known as the flying fish? My query is, in NEET exam they are asking the question like this, when it is not able to fly, why it is known as the flying fish? Okay, anyone will say, yes, it is the scientific name, but why it is the flying fish? Because it is not having wings, beta. It is not having wings. It is gliding very fast on the water surface. It is gliding very fast on the water surface. So it is looking like this, that it is flying. Like if you will run very fast, then someone will say, you are not running, you are flying. Exocetus is known as the flying fish. Okay, it jumped out the, yes, Sheikh Halima. It is gliding. It glides. Yes, very good. It glides on the water surface very fast. It is not having the wings, beta. It is having the fin. And fin modified, which helps in gliding in air. Air means on the water surface. So it is not flying. It glides. That is the flying fish. Name is the flying fish, but it is not flying. It glides. Okay. Now see, another example is the hippocampus. Anyone will say hippocampus is looking like. Hippocampus is looking like a horse. That is why it is known as the seahorse. Hippocampus, seahorse. Hippocampus, it is the seahorse. Now we are coming on the freshwater bony fishes. If you are eating the fishes, I think you know it better. Labio rohita, that is the rohu. Katla katla, that is the katla. Clarius magor, that is again one bony fish. Now, see, bony fishes, as per NCERT, you have to remember three categories. Freshwater bony fishes, marine water bony fishes, and some of the bony fishes, they are used to keep in the aquarium. Some of the bony fishes, they are used to keep in the aquarium. Anyone is having aquarium at your home? Any one of you is having aquarium at your home? Yes or no? Yes or no? Anyone is having aquarium at your home? You are having pets, not fishes. Yes, aquarium you are having. Yes. Dhanveer is saying yes. He is having aquarium at your home. So what is the name of the fish? Normally in India, we are keeping two fishes. Okay. One is the aquarium fish, that is the beta. It is known as the fighting fish. Looking how beautiful it is. I have taken the another picture, beta. Remember, it is not its original color. They as it is keep in the aquarium, so some painting is there. Okay, it is looking good, but not so much. But painting is there, color. Another one, that is the pterophyllum, angel fish. Okay, angel fish. Okay, it is the angel fish. Angel fish. Another see, just it is the angel fish. So this is the one that you have to remember, that they are having the fishes. Okay, now coming. Anyone will say fish originated from, amphibia originated from. Amphibia originated from. Anyone will say amphibia originated from? Pisces, amphibia, reptile, birds, mammals. So amphibia originated from Pisces. So there is a fish that is known as the dipnoi. See, there are two categories, fishes and amphibia. Amphibias are having lungs for respiration. Pisces are having gills for respiration. Pisces are having gills for respiration. But there is a group of Pisces, dipnoi. There is a group of Pisces that is known as the dipnoi. Those who are having gills plus lungs both. Gills plus lungs both. That is why first of all development of lungs takes place in dipnoi. That is why it is considered that amphibians developed from Pisces. That is why they said that dipnoids are considered as the uncles of amphibia. Are you getting the meaning of this term? Uncles of amphibia means the amphibians originated from dipnoi. Amphibians originated from dipnoi. So this is the one thing that you have to remember. Amphibians originated from dipnoi. So this is the one point that you have to remember. There are so many short form. Today I am not going to say, because when you will come, I will say here. Remember, say me first before starting the next. There are two groups. One is the apoda, one is the tetrapoda. A means absent, poda means limb. See, this is the gnathostomata. Gnathostomata. Gnathostomata divided into two. One is the apoda, one is the tetrapoda. Apoda including one, that is the Pisces. Okay, we have discussed about the cartilaginous fishes and bony fishes. Tetrapoda including four: amphibia, reptiles, apes, and mammals. These are the four included in the tetrapoda. These are the four included in the tetrapoda. Pisces are totally marine, are freshwater. It means they are aquatic. Amphibia means, what is the meaning of amphibia? What is the meaning of amphibia? Anyone will say, what is the meaning of amphibia? Okay, what is the meaning of amphibia? Anyone will write, what is the meaning of amphibia? Amphibia, amphi means dwell. Yes, Manu, you are correct. Amphi means dwell. Dwell. Dwell means they are able to survive in two places. One is the water and second one, that is the dwell life. They are capable to survive in water as well as on land. That is why they are known as the amphibia. That is why they are known as the amphibia. Like when you are walking on a side of a river, suddenly one animal is jumping into the water. That is the amphibia, because they are able to survive in two. One, that is the amphibia, and that is the water, and one it is the land. Now, very interesting point. If you will go to Machlipatanam, Kerala, in marine water, you will not get the frog. In marine water, you will not get the kappa. Yes, in your language, it is known as the kappa. So, why the kappas are not found in marine water? My question is, basic thing is known by you. Why the kappas are not found in marine water? Why? Because one problem is there. Yes, Krishna, you have given the correct answer, because it is the salt water. Yes, because in amphibia, the skin is hygroscopic. It is absorbing the water. The skin is hygroscopic. It is absorbing the water. You will get surprised. Frog never drinks water. How it's possible for an animal that it never drinks water? But frog never drinks water. That is by an excessive winter and excessive summer, it is going deep in the soil. They are coming out only when water is coming, rain is coming. Why? Why the frogs are found only in fresh water, not in the marine water? Because in frog, the skin is capable to absorb the water. Skin is capable to absorb the water. So that is why they are found only in the fresh water. They are not found in the marine water. Very good. So this is the one point that you have to remember. And what is the name of the class? Amphibia. Amphibia. I have written that they are present only in the fresh water. They are not found in the marine water, and frog never drinks water. One example of class amphibia, that is the buffo. Buffo. It is known as the toad. Common name is the toad. Genus is the buffo. Genus is the buffo. Before saying the example of amphibia, give me the answer of one question. Have you enrolled yourself? Have you enrolled yourself? Have you filled the form? Daily I am asking, reply me today. Have you filled the form or not? Otherwise, I will not come from tomorrow to take the class. Have you filled the form? Yes. Give your thumbs up so I will count. Give your thumbs up. You are writing yes. In place of writing yes, please give your thumbs up, because it is a way of motivation. Our faculty members, our team is working hard to give you the basic knowledge, which is very helpful. That's why the name of this course is the bridge course. You are coming from class 11th junior, so to class 10th to class 11th. It means you need one bridge now. In class 11th, 10th, you used to read one book, but here you will read a lot of book. Okay, so that is why a bridge is required now. That's why the name of this course is the bridge course. Okay, so thank you very much. A lot of thumbs up are there, and before it also you have written yes. So still you have not enrolled, simple request, please do it fast. Please do it fast today itself. Okay, bell begin is the half done. Why you are waiting? Just do it fast. Okay, so now coming here. First example of amphibia, that is the buffo. That is known as the toad. Buffo, that is the toad. Second known by you, that is the frog. See, frog, they are having the bulging eyes. You know, in frog, the eyes are present on the lateral side. In human beings, eyes are present on the ventral side. In frog, the eyes are present on the dorsal side. So if I am a frog, my eyes are here. Are you getting now? So why? Because ventral surface is towards the earth na. Ventral surface is towards the earth na. That is why this is the eyes in frog. It is present on dorsal side. See the eyes. It is observing to you people. If you will not fill the form na, it will come to you. It is observing you. Just see. So just coming, that is the frog. So frog, that is known as the rana. Best example of class amphibia is the frog. In our class 11 syllabus, there are 3 typical animals we have to discuss in detail. One is the frog. I will say the Hindi name, English name plus your name. Means that is the in Telugu. First we have to discuss about the frog. Okay, that is kappa. You have to discuss. Second one we will discuss about cockroach. I think it is known as the bodinka. Third one we will discuss about the earthworm, and in your Telugu it is known as the banapamu. So we will discuss the example, 3 examples here. So this is the one thing that you have to remember. Yes, wonderful. Some of the frog, have you seen in Discovery? Some of the frogs, they are jumping from one tree to another tree. We are estimating very less about the frog, but they are very powerful. Like the Spider-Man, they can jump. Are you knowing one character, Mowgli? Mowgli survived in jungle and it is behaving like animals. Simply, this frog is able to jump from one tree to another tree. Okay, that is why it is known as the tree frog. Hyla, that is known as the tree frog. Hyla, that is known as the tree frog. Clear? Yes. Salamander, Nasi. This is the one. I am coming on next class. That is known as the reptilia. I am saying less about these classes because these are known by you. You know about the Pisces. Character, I will say when you will come to our college. You know about the amphibia. You know about the reptiles. Give me any example of reptiles which is known by you. Yes, Baba, please see the Discovery channel. You will get more about. Yes. Ramnath, you have given that is snake is the example. Lizard is the example. Rupeswari, yes, very good. Okay, cockroach is not the example. Beta, cockroach in arthropoda. Crocodile, yes, very good. Alligator, chameleon. You are very good. You are knowing zoology very well. Okay, so you are perfect person to get through the exam. Okay, so all are giving the correct one. So see, some are saying crocodile, alligator. Human beings are not the example of reptile, beta. I am not able to crawl on the ball, na. I am able to walk only on the land surface, na. So just tortoise and all. So see, how many examples you are able to get? See first. Sphenodon punctata, not known by you. Sphenodon punctata, it is a reptile which is found only in New Zealand. And why I have selected this example, it is just only to increase your interest in zoology. Still it is having the third eye, which is the functional eye. Okay, still it is having the third eye, that is the functional eye. That is why this is wonderful. Yes. Sai, Surya, you have written the third eye. Yes. Still it is having the functional third eye. That is why it is known as the living fossil. And it is found only in New Zealand. So this is the one you have to remember. Remaining known by you. Ceylon turtle. Already written. See, testudo tortoise. I am writing very less because all things are known by you. So just see, that is the tortoise. Today's homework. What are the difference between turtle and tortoise? What are the differences between turtle and tortoise? Please go through the net, Google Baba, search the answer and reply on the channel. Are you getting? I will wait for the reply. So please reply. What is the difference between turtle and tortoise? turtle and tortoise. This is the one. See, it is happening now. Have you seen one lizard which is capable to change its color? Have you seen one lizard which is capable to change, okay, which is capable to change. Okay, Neela Vani, sir, your voice is so funny and so good of our pronunciation. Okay, thank you. Okay, just zoology is very interesting subject. Students are scoring 180 out of 180. Only you have to develop your interest now. If I will come in the class and I will say, see the example of reptiles. First example is Spinodon punctata. Note down. You will not enjoy the subject. First thing that is very important, happiness. When you are happy, you can run 4 kilometers. When you are angry, you can run 2 kilometers. So this is the one thing. Happiness is the biggest thing. Have you seen? Yes, say me. Yes, say me. I said, okay, what is the scientific name of frog? Rana tigrina, beta. Rana tigrina. Okay. But scientific name of frog, Rana tigrina, that is in amphibia. I said, have you seen any lizard which is capable to change its color? This is the one, that chameleon, that is known as the tree lizard. Sir, I love your teaching. Don't love my teaching, love with the subject. Subject knowledge. My role is very less. Your role is maximum. Okay. So this is the one thing. What is my duty? To get interest in the subject. Then only you will read now. So this is the one point. Chameleon, it is known as the tree lizard. Calotus, it is known as the garden lizard. And one more lizard which is found in our home. Anyone will say which is found in our home. Anyone will say which is found in our home in the balls. In Telugu you used to say balli. Yes. What is the name? Calotus, that is the garden lizard. This is one Hemidactylus is there, that is known as. Okay, so that tuna. Okay, so this one. See, this is the, yes, very dangerous. When you will go to Madras now, nearby Madras, there is one crocodile park. Anyone visited that crocodile park? That so many varieties of crocodiles are there. Yes. That you are writing absolutely correct. Hemidactylus is known as the ball lizard. Yes, dinosaurs are also, they were included in reptiles. So crocodilus, alligator. Okay, this is Hemidactylus, ball lizard. Yes, very dangerous. Lizards included, turtle, tortoise, all included. Now, in class reptile, there are poisonous plus non-poisonous. So, poisonous and non-poisonous snakes are there. Poisonous. One is the poisonous, that is the naja. Snake, disar. The name is naja. And when a person is observing the naja, person used to say ja. Because it's very dangerous, na? It's very poisonous. So, are you getting? This is the naja. Yes. Yogendra Mishra. Yogendra Mishra is very intelligent. Here written the next example. Yes, Piper. See. Very good, Yogendra. Very good. You are showing your interest in the class. So that is very good. That is the Piper. It is also very dangerous. Very dangerous. Okay. One more. Kret. Bungeras. So these are the 3 examples of poisonous snake. Okay, there is, you know, so many lizards are there now, and we are thinking that lizards are poisonous. No. Lizards are not poisonous. There is only one lizard which is found in where? America. That is known as the Gila monster. Anaconda is non-poisonous snake, beta. Okay, Venkata Siva, anaconda is the non-poisonous, like python. Yes, very good. Anaconda, python, non-poisonous. This is the one. This is the largest lizard, that is known as the Varanus Komodo dragon. It is found in Indonesia. So you have to remember the example. Ultimately, you have to remember the example. Ball lizard known as the hemidactylus, garden lizard known as the calotus, tree lizard known as the chameleon. Iguana is also one example of lizard, beta. Yes. Dhanyasri, that you are saying absolutely correct. Now coming on another class which is already known by you. As these classes are known by you, so I am saying very less and showing more pictures here because already known by you. Yes. Apes. In simple language, we used to say birds. There are two types of birds. Some bird they can fly. Some bird they are having wings but they are not flying. Some birds they are flying, and some birds that what I said, some birds they are not able to fly. So birds are classified into two. One is known as the flightless bird. One is known as the flightless birds. What is the example of flightless bird? That is the ostrich. 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 Yes, Yogendra, you are writing correct. Penguin. Penguin, ostrich. They are the example of flightless bird. Okay, anyone, please, anyone will say the example of flying birds? So many examples known by you. So many examples known by you. Please give me the example of flying birds. Yes, peacock. Very good. Peacock. Emu. Emu is non-flying bird. Peacock is flying bird. Okay. Say me, what is the national bird? What is the national bird of India? National bird of India. National bird of India. You are a citizen of India, na? National bird of India. Huh? Not known. Yes, all are incorrect. That is the peacock. See, one example, national bird of India, that is the peacock. Pavocristatus. The complete name is the Pavocristatus. Pavocristatus. It is the national bird India. That is the peacock. Pavocristatus. It is the national bird India. Oh, okay. Sir, snake will fear us, but in China, snakes only fear. Yes. You are absolutely correct. Okay, because they are eating the snake and all. So, who is not having a fear from China? We suffered from corona 2 years, 3 years because of that country. Na? So, that is the Pavocristatus. That is the peacock. Struthio, just see, it is known as the ostrich. It is the largest living bird. It is the biggest flightless bird. And one more thing is known by you about Struthio. Anyone will say one more thing is known about you related with the Struthio. Anyone will say, Struthio, what is the largest in Struthio? Yes, Yogendra, today you are doing wonderfully. Okay, that is the biggest egg. Biggest egg in this bird is the egg of Struthio, ostrich. Wonderful. So, just see na, I am getting very happy because you people are replying very good. Okay, so that it's a motivation for a student. Okay, so this is one. It is the largest living bird. It is a flightless bird, and the eggs of ostrich, they are the biggest one. Clear? So today I said few examples related with that birds. Few are remaining, and one very small class is remaining, that is the mammals. So I will say it tomorrow, but again I will say one very important point. Please go for registration today itself. If you want to get knowledge from me, do it fast. Because here we are having limited time. So my way is slightly different. I have to say a lot. Okay, so we will meet again tomorrow. Till then, thank you, all the best.